Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, there is no question that ducks died on tailings ponds controlled by Syncrude. But the Premier's policy of maintaining a willful ignorance of the damage done to our international reputation is not helping. How can the Premier say he's on top of this file when he hasn't even seen the photos that the rest of the world is looking at? This is the single biggest black mark on Alberta's oil sands industry ever. So my question is to the Premier, what sort of a briefing has the Premier had? Don't ask, don't tell?
The Honourable the Premier.
Mr. Speaker, let me be very clear. Of course, I saw the very same photos that everyone in this Assembly saw when the ducks first perished in the tailing ponds. Saw, volunteers trying to remove the oil with cotton swabs of the duck bills. However, that was when the incident originally took place. The reference here is to the pictures that are evidence in the trial that's before us. And I was very frank to the reporter yesterday. I did not see those pictures at all prior to them being delivered to the court as evidence. This is a serious situation, Mr. Speaker, before the court, and it's a very good act that we have, that we charge the company that's responsible for it and let the court decide.
I'm not sure where this is leading, but if this matters of judice, I'm going to seek advice from the Minister of Justice. But I don't think so, but it's our first question.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Back to the Premier. Mr. Premier, people see these images and ask, what is Alberta doing to stop this? Yes. So what direct action is the Premier taking to give leadership on tailings ponds reclamation, on hard targets on emissions, on reducing the use of water, and all the other environmental issues that go along with this?
The Honourable Premier. All of them.
Mr. Speaker, we have the strictest environmental laws in the nation, and that is why in this particular case, the Environmental Enhancements Act, the charges were laid to the company pursuant to that act. With respect to the Fort McMurray area, Mr. Speaker, there is no area in Canada, or perhaps even in North America, that is closely monitored on a 24-hour basis, 365 days a year, for air, for water, equality, and soil.
The Honourable Member.
Thank you very much. Back to the Premier again. Spin, spin, spin. Leadership is not about spin. It's not about rebranding. It's about actions taken to achieve a particular result. So, is the Premier happy with the results so far? We have dozens of pages in international magazines talking about what a disgrace this is. Are you happy with it so far?
The Honourable the Premier.
Mr. Speaker, there's a lot that has been done in Fort McMurray and in fact right across Alberta with respect to the development of resources. And there's a lot of attention paid, obviously, to this area because there's a fair amount of production of oil. And it has attracted a lot of attention. But again, Mr. Speaker, if you go back to third-party evaluation, 98% of the time the air quality in Fort Saskatchewan is equal to, or Fort Saskatchewan and Fort McMurray, so that's where it comes from. But the air quality in those two areas, which has a large oil and gas and value-added presence, the air quality there is better than or equal to any major Canadian city in North America.